السلام عليكم ومرحبا بكم. كما تعلمون الرئيس الأمريكي في مشروعه الكبير Big Beautiful Bill شرحت لكم أن هناك قرار بتقليص المساعدات الحكومية التي تخصص لبرامج حكومية كقسائم الطعام، الشيء الذي أثار جدلا في الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية ودفع العديد من الأمريكيين إلى التعليق على غضبهم بخصوص هذه القرارات، لأنها سوف تؤثر على فئة كبيرة من المجتمع الأمريكي، سواء كنا مع دونالد ترامب سواء كنا ضد دونالد ترامب. فتقليص هذه البرامج الحكومية سوف يؤثر على ملايين الأمريكيين، لكن يجب أن يعلم الناس أنه في هذا المشروع الذي يريده دونالد ترامب يعني القيام به، نعم هناك تقليص للمساعدات الحكومية المخصصة لهذه البرامج الحكومية، لكن في نفس الوقت هناك تقنين للمشتريات والأغراض التي يقتنيها المؤهلون الذين يستفيدون من قسائم الطعام، مثلا عدم شراء المشروبات الغازية، التدخين وغيرها من الأمور. وفي نفس الوقت هناك العديد من الأمريكيين الذين يستفيدون من قسائم الطعام لكنهم لديهم يعني حياة ليست طرف، لكن حياة لا تبين على أنهم يحتاجون أو أنهم مؤهلون للحصول على قسائم الطعام. فعلى كل حال سوف أترككم مع تعليقات الأمريكيين بخصوص رفضهم لهذا القرار الذي اتخذه أو ربما سوف يتخذه دونالد ترامب في حال تمرير مشروعه بتقليص قسائم الطعام. وأترككم مع مشاهدة الفيديو وترك تعليقاتكم في أسفل هذا الفيديو. هل أنتم مع هذه الفكرة أم ضد هذه الفكرة؟ شكرا لكم والسلام عليكم.
Now, this is the real news. Donald Trump and the Trump administration is planning on cutting food stamps, SNAP benefits by at least $230 billion over the next 10 years. That's at least $23 billion a year. It may go up to $300 billion over 10 years. They're saying there's too much waste and fraud in food stamps. And they're also stating that they're not using the SNAP benefits the way it's supposed to be for nutritious meals and food. They're using it on candy and junk food and soda and just giving them away. Don't get mad at me. This is what the Trump administration is saying. They're saying it's time to cut because he has a mandate. And food stamps, the SNAP program, is not being used correctly. But what do you think about this? Because they're drafting the bill right now. It's going to be in that tax bill. They are serious about cutting waste for individuals and families who do not use it. And guess what? There may be nothing you can do about it. Donald Trump is the President of the United States of America. The Trump administration is serious to make sure if you are not eligible for SNAP benefits, you will not get them under his presidency.
All right, let's talk about it because a lot of people love to say this. A lot of states have implemented something where you have to work at least 20 hours a week to qualify for food stamps or Medicaid, okay? There is no get a job because you have to have a job to qualify for assistance. You might get 3 months where you're not working with food stamps or Medicaid while you're trying to find a job, but it's not free. You're paying your taxes. That's why we have these programs, because we pay our taxes, we pay into it. That's how that works. There is no get a job. They have a job if they're getting assistance. So I don't know where this misconception or misinformation came from, but that ain't it. That really ain't it. And you're going to tell the old lady who's on Social Security benefits who only gets $1,200 a month, meanwhile her housing is $1,800 a month, and she doesn't qualify for food stamps to get a job, but she worked her whole life. All right, get a job. Okay.
The state of Kansas is about to cut soda and candy from food stamps. And if you don't live in Kansas, you may want to pay attention because your state may be following suit. So here's what is happening. Kansas is pushing forward with a bill to eliminate soda and candy from food stamps. It means that you will not be able to use your food stamps benefit to buy soda or candy in the state of Kansas. Now, why is this happening? Well, lawmakers want to encourage healthier choices among people who use food stamps. Now, this is not a new debate. This is a debate that has been going on for a while. And the basic premise is that because food stamps are taxpayer dollars, some taxpayers feel that they get to decide how you get to spend your food stamps and what you get to spend it on. And so lawmakers who are representatives of these taxpayers feel emboldened to decide or dictate what you can use your food stamp benefits on. So the bill is being pushed in the name of promoting healthier choices, but survey after survey that has looked at spending patterns between food stamp recipients and non-food stamp recipients have always shown that there is not a big difference between how people on food stamps spend their money and how people who are not on food stamps spend their money, but especially on groceries. But it does not stop lawmakers from trying to make the point about promoting healthier choices, because the simple reason is that they feel that if the government is giving you money to buy food, the government should decide how you're going to spend the money. So what do you think about what is happening in the state of Kansas to restrict how food stamps are used, specifically with soda and candy? I want to hear your comments in the comment section below.
So Trump and his administration has passed a bill to where junk food can't be bought with EBT. And hey, don't get me wrong. I understand a lot of people do abuse it. That's understandable. Here is the thing. To eat healthy and organic is very expensive. So if you got a family that only get $500 and you want them to eat organic and healthy, they're not going to get a lot of food that lasts them throughout the month because the prices are so expensive. So if they're going to do that, I think they need to go after these companies that are charging an arm and a leg for organic or healthy food. Like, that's crazy. To be healthy, it costs so much. Even when we go to the store, a bottle of water, $4, $5 for a bottle of water. Water should be a bottle of water, like single bottle of water, should be like 50 cents because it's healthy. But then you can go outside of Walmart and get a can of soda for 50 cents. And then they wonder why Americans are big and Americans are unhealthy, and America's like, it's a lot of fat people over here compared to other countries, because other countries, food and produce are like damn near organic. It's like, you know what I'm saying, way fresher and healthier than our food. But I'm gonna mind my business on that.
I'm screwed. I'm screwed. They took my food stamps away. Just went grocery shopping at Kroger. My card was declined 3 separate times. Not only that, my cash benefits was not added on my card today. My Section 8 is now red flagged. My caseworker is not even trying to work with me. Not even trying. She said because I have this Range Rover and this BMW that I refuse to sell, that all of my shit is on a hold right now. How can the government force somebody to sell a vehicle? The vehicles aren't even in my name, so they aren't even mine. Yes, I drive them. Yes, they're in my boyfriend's name, and we do live together, but they're not in my name. How is this okay? Is this happening to anybody else, or is it just me?